Hey everyone, welcome to Science-Based Fitness. If you've clicked on this video, you're trying to optimize your ab workout and find something that's going to be effective and quick. If you're new to training and you find some of these things challenging, you can do them off the ground, or I will explain as we go modifications you can make to make them a little bit easier. Now, I've made a lot of different videos on the abs in the past talking about if we need to do direct ab training. I'm going to link a whole playlist at the end of this video talking about the science and evidence behind ab training. As a personal trainer and someone with a degree in exercise science, my goal is to make sure you're getting good information. If you're someone that really is trying to lose weight, focusing on a lot of ab exercises isn't going to be that cure to weight loss. It's a great way to increase core stability and strength. There are aesthetic benefits, but for a lot of people, we need to reduce our body fat percentage to a point where you can actually see those abs. It might not be the answer you're looking for, but it is the truth behind fitness that you don't hear a lot. I definitely recommend giving this full workout a try. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos like this where I actually break down workouts and go through them with you, let me know in the comments. Without further ado, let's jump right into the workout. Alright, to start this workout, we're going to begin with any type of cardio, something for about 5 minutes just to elevate your heart rate, warm your body up, and get you ready to go. This workout will consist of 4 exercises and finish with a plank. If you are new to training, I recommend you go through this one time. It should take anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes. If you've been working out for a little bit, I recommend going through twice, and if you're an advanced trainee, 3 times through should be sufficient, and this should all take you about 20 to 30 minutes depending on how much rest time you choose. But I'll explain that as we go, and there are ways we are going to show to modify these exercises. So the first movement we're going to do here is a reverse crunch on a bench. We're going to elevate this bench to a slight incline. Now we're going to keep our butt just above the seat of the bench. This will allow our feet to drop below the seat and increase that range of motion. You can see that my knees are bent slightly beyond 90 degrees. For a beginner, more knee bend will be easier. For an advanced trainee, increasing that angle will make this drastically more challenging. Doing this on the ground is totally acceptable, or even at a flat position. This incline does make this a little bit more challenging. I'm going to rep this out for about 15 reps. After we finish the set, we need to make sure we recover those abs before jumping into the next exercise, with about a minute and a minute and a half of rest. Let's jump exercise number 2. Now this one here, if we have an ab wheel like what I just showed right here, that's great. You can use something like that. If not, a bar with some small weights on the side works perfectly and is super effective. I would say I'm an intermediate trainee on this exercise. It's extremely challenging, so I go off on my knees. If you're an advanced trainee, you can go off your toes, which makes it super hard. If you're a beginner, I recommend off your knees and only going out about half to 3/4 of the rep range. But repping this out for about 10 to 12 reps is ideal, with about a minute and a minute and a half of rest. Exercise number 3 is going to be hanging leg raises. You can see how controlled and slow my movement is. Similar to the reverse crunches, I keep just beyond a 90-degree angle with my knees. This will increase the difficulty, but if you are a beginner, don't be afraid to bend your knees a little bit more, keeping your feet closer to your butt, making this movement a little bit easier. For all these movements, we want to make sure we focus on the muscle to mind connection. So imagine someone's going to come up and punch you in the stomach, and you're going to tighten those abs and overemphasize contracting through the muscle you're trying to utilize. But repping this out for about 10 to 12 reps is ideal, with about a minute and a minute and a half of rest. This exercise is very easily abused, like what you can see on screen here. Repping this out super fast is really going to target your hip flexors and your quad muscles. If you're complaining and feeling these muscles sore, you're probably going too fast. Moving on to exercise number 4. This one here is a bicycle maneuver or a bicycle crunch. This here is a controlled movement that activates our abs when our legs are fully extended, and also at the same time allows us to mix in a crunch. Now you can see that I'm not actually hitting my elbows to my knees. As long as you're getting close, that should be sufficient. The lower you kick your feet, the harder this will be. The higher you kick your feet, the easier this will be. A movement like this I'm repping out for about 30 seconds. If you're new to training, you might find just having your feet planted flat on the ground makes it a little bit easier, like what you can see on screen here. Same idea though, try to keep a clock in your line of sight so you can hit about 30 seconds. For those who think it's a little easier, you can shoot for 45 to a minute. And the last movement here is going to be a plank. A plank is a fairly simple movement, but people overlook the form all the time. You can see here I open my hands and I tell my clients, imagine your hands are a book. You want to have your face buried in the book essentially. When you see me go into this position here, I start to slip and my face is nowhere near the book. We also want to avoid having our hips too low, which this will put a lot of strain on the lower back, Keeping a neutral spine is good, or even slightly higher is okay if you're struggling. I shoot for about 1 minute when I do a plank, but feel free to do this as long as you can. If you're a more advanced trainee, feel free to go back to the time you can see on screen here and repeat this again. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout. If you want to see my full playlist on all of the science behind building quality solid abs, feel free to click right here and watch those. I will see you guys next time. If you're not subscribed, why not? Hit subscribe. It's right there. Just click it. Click it. I dare you. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.